This is going to be an alternative position for an overhead pressing motion. You can use a dumbbell, a kettlebell. Before I even grab a weight, it's worth saying that as I get into this kneeling position, right, and I try and almost get like a 90-degree here and 90-degree here, I want to make sure that I'm not letting my back fall into this arch. So I always want to think about butt tucked underneath me. As you look at my lower back, I'm trying to make sure I don't start to fall into this sway, right? So if I grab a kettlebell, one way to make it harder would be making it upside down. So I could have kettlebell upside down or just a dumbbell. Now here, what you're going to see is that I always like to have it in the hand opposite of my front knee. So if my right hand has the kettlebell, my left knee is in front, right? So looking at me from the side, for the overhead press, right, I like to start off in front. I think about first that little bit of tension, and my back foot, I almost like to press that into the ground. It makes me a little bit more stable. So I keep this tension, back foot pressed into the ground as I slowly go up into this overhead press, right? And I try and make sure that I get my arm all the way back over my body as much as I can, and then I slowly come down in front. Not necessarily directly real tight, but almost this little bit of an in-between out to the side and in-between all the way in, so a slight like 45-degree angle. So once again, stomach, press my back foot, slowly press up. Once I get up, I do want to try and bring it all the way overhead if I'm able to. Really focusing on keeping my ribs down as I get into that all the way overhead position, meaning I'm not letting my ribs flare upward, but I'm keeping it depressed by keeping some tension in my lower abdomen, and then slowly coming back down. Just to see me from the front. Same thing here, pressing the back foot, stomach tension, into this overhead press. Trying to make sure I'm not hiking this up towards my ear, but I almost feel like I'm kind of seating my shoulder blade down as I go all the way up overhead, watching that these ribs don't start to flare up.